Well, hey everybody, Dan here from Sherp ET. I thought I'd just try this live thing. I got to go to run down and futz with some things on the Sherp and move it from yesterday. And I thought I'd put it on. And if anybody comes on this call and has any questions about the house, I could show them that, or anything about the Sherp. I'd be happy to show you that. Who knows? Maybe there'll be nobody who joins this little old call. No idea. But honestly, over in this neck of the woods here, the satellite signal, the like Wi-Fi signal stuff is bad. Cell phone signals is bad. So I did have to get Starlink. And when I do have Starlink, it works absolutely wonderful. Well, there's somebody on here, I think. I'm not sure how this all works. But if you have any questions about the Sherp or anything like that, I'd be happy to share that. She's down here right behind me, right there. And we are down by the river at my new place, which is in northern Wisconsin, just shy of the snow belt, which is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm kind of nervous about this right now because I've not started the Sherp up yet. Without charging the battery at night. And I left it sit out here because what happens is, and you can kind of see this on these tires, is it starts to dig in, especially when it was soft and it froze a couple of days ago. Actually, the road or the ground was completely hard, and then it quit being frozen and it got soft again. So I don't want to drive around and then have to go out there and rake stuff out. So that's a goal. So we'll see if this sucker actually even starts. James! Oh, look at that. Any questions about any of this stuff? We're getting this Sherpa going. So again, do this thing. So it's got a key that's right here. And it also has a master switch that's on there that shuts off all the power to everything. So if you have a short or anything like that, there's no issues. So I put that in and put it on, and I'm going to go fairly quickly here because I don't know how much juice I got in the battery. So I turn the main switch on, I push in the clutch, I turn the key, and then up here, the glow plugs go on. Oh, I screwed up. Sorry, I'm trying to do all this with one hand. I got to wait for it to reset. There we go. See that little glow plug light that's on, kind of like a curly Q thing? Let that go and the sucker should start right up. Again, this is a diesel. It's a Kubota diesel. There we go. She is a-running. She's a-running good. She's smoking probably a little bit right now, so let's check that out. Again, it's a diesel, so it does smoke. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drive into the river, and I'm just going to drive down a little bit and go over up in through those trees over there. And the reason for doing that is I want to get it out of this sun. These tires are stinking $5,000 a piece, so you don't want to have them out into the weather, because if they're out in the weather, it'll cause issues that are out there. So we'll let the sucker warm up just a smidgen. Tires are fairly full. My guess is about 2 pounds of pressure. So we'll kind of check that out and see how that all works. Here's kind of an interesting thing on this, very unique in my opinion, but it's got a hitch that's on it that I can pull the Sherp trailer with. And what's nice is I can go and I can take out all these pins and take this whole damn thing out so you don't get locked up or hung up on something if you're using it. So let's try to drive in here and see how this baby works. So again, you put one foot up on here, bloop, and just push yourself up. A lot of garbage in this right now. Shut the door so the water doesn't come in. And here we go. We are backing out onto the water. Let's see if I can show you this somehow. So we're backing up, backing up, backing up. Hopefully you can see that. So we are now in the Vaca. Pretty nifty, huh? All right, so we gotta turn this thing around. Kind of see I'm out here right now, flipping. I can't go too far away from the house because if I do, I'm gonna lose signal because I have, where I'm at right now, there's no cell signal whatsoever, basically. So the only real way that I can make this sucker work is if I use my Starlink, which is up on the house up there, and I'm not too far away from that. So I'm just gonna drive up again, and the reason I was doing all this is to get out of the sun so I can save those tires. But look at what I'm gonna be driving up right here. So I just